Hi, this is Nicholas Yock, a registered education and migration agent from Pathway to Oz. At Pathway to Oz, we hope to guide you on your easiest pathway to study and migrate in Australia. All right, so in this video, we're going to discuss the Genuine Temporary Entrant requirement, or the GTE requirement for short. We're going to cover things like what is the Genuine Temporary Entrant requirement and why is it important, what you should cover in your GTE statement, how long should your GTE statement be, and what additional documents can you provide to meet the GTE requirement. All right, so guys, what is the Genuine Temporary Entrant requirement and why is it important? According to the immigration website, all applicants for a student visa must show they are coming to Australia temporarily to gain a quality education. Immigration also specifically state that the Genuine Temporary Entry requirement is not intended to exclude students who, after studying in Australia, develop skills Australia need and who then go on to apply for permanent residency. So look, at Pathway to Oz, we have hundreds of students who go on after studying to gain future work visas. It's not, the GTE requirement is not to say you can't apply for another visa once you do get to Australia. It's just to show immigration want to know that, you know, your genuine intention is to study the course and they want to know the benefits that it's going to bring to your future. They just want to know that you're not studying in Australia with the sole purpose of gaining residence. Look guys, unfortunately, the GTE requirement, it's very subjective. So one case officer may approve it, one case officer may refuse it. There's no, specific reason for it. So fortunately for students from low-risk countries, let's say for example, or North America or most Western European countries, Japan, etc., the GTE requirement is not really strictly enforced. It also helps if you're studying, I guess, at a higher level of study as well, and studying something with your background. However, for high-level assessment countries, so certain parts of Asia, certain parts of Eastern Europe, South America, and Africa, the GTE requirement quite often is strictly enforced. And in my experience, it's more stringently enforced for offshore applicants. So if you're applying for a student visa from offshore, you want to make sure you've got a really strong Genuine Temporary Entry statement. So look guys, at Pathway to Oz, we do have registered migration agents who specialise in student visa applications. Our agents can assist you to tailor your student visa application and Genuine Temporary Entry statement to give you a strong chance of having the visa approved. What's more guys, we don't charge anything if you're placed through Pathway to Oz to draft your student visa and assist with the GTE requirement. What should be covered in the GTE statement? So look, you'll need to write a statement to immigration outlining your intentions for study. So for applicants from certain low-risk countries with a relevant background, this can be covered in a few paragraphs on the application. However, for students from high-risk countries with a non-relevant background, we would generally suggest writing the GTE statement, that is at least a few pages in length. Guys, we have written statements which are 10 pages in length. There's no exact length it should be, but you want to make sure you cover all the reasons for study. So our tips for writing a successful GTE statement are, number one thing guys, be realistic in your Genuine Temporary Entrant statement. All right, the case officer wants to look at it and go, oh, that makes sense. If they look at something and it's absolutely crazy, there's no reality in your statement, there's a reasonable chance your GTE could be refused. The next thing, guys, you want to explain your circumstances in your home country, okay, or your personal circumstances. So they want to see that you do have strong ties to your home country. So, do most of your family members reside over there? Do you have any possessions, cars, house, businesses, family members? Do you support family members? Is the job market improving? What do you do for work over there? Perhaps you do have a future, event such as a wedding or something else, like a future course or, something like that you need to do back home. So explain your circumstances in your home country. So we also want you to explain the reasons why you chose that specific education provider in Australia. So like anything guys, immigration want to know why you chose to study at, ABC college. They want to know that you've given it thought, you've considered other options, and you've specifically chosen this college. So put some time, to have a look at some other colleges, have a look at the individual units of the course, Have a look, why did you choose this city? Why did you choose this course? How are the living expenses going to be? Just things that you would generally do if you're going to study in Australia. So guys, the next thing, show you have done research into the industry or course you are studying. So immigration would like to see that you've thought about this, you've thought about the industry, you've thought about your future plans. Is the industry growing? What are the future job openings like? How will the course benefit you from getting a job in the future? How will studying in Australia specifically improve your prospects in that industry? Additionally guys, always discuss the value of your course specifically for you. One of the main reasons that case officers do refuse a visa is that the applicant failed to provide evidence of the value of the course to their future. So by studying in Australia, you're spending a lot of money, right? And you're spending a lot of time. So immigration want to see that you've thought about this money and this time and what benefit it's going to bring you. Will you, be able to get a higher paying job in the future? Will it give you better prospects to enter another course? How will it help you gain skills that'll allow you to gain extra money in the future? So explain your history, guys, your immigration history. Detail the countries you visited in the past. Explain the previous visas you have held to Australia. This can demonstrate to the case officer that you've abided by your previous conditions. If you have overstayed a visa or not abided by your previous conditions, explain the reasons why you overstayed and how you've changed since the incident. Does the course relate to anything you've previously studied or previously worked in? In my opinion, it's really beneficial for you to study something that relates to something that you've previously studied or previously worked in, or is going to be a complementary skill to something that you've got a bit of a background in. Obviously, if you've come out of high school, it's difficult to do this, but if you've got a bit of a background, if you've got a few years out of high school, out of uni, we want to be able to explain, I'm going to study this course because, I've worked in it before, I've studied something similar to this, or this course will give me a complementary skill which will benefit, something that I have studied or worked in before. So look, what documents should you provide? Guys, talk is cheap. Immigration want you to back up what you say in your GTE statement with evidence. So you can provide things like references from your employer, resumes, evidence you can support yourself financially in Australia, evidence of property or business ownership in Australia, previous education documents, evidence of the research you've done into the different courses, evidence of future events outside Australia, things like that. Look, Pathway to Oz has registered migration agents who specialises in student visa applications. Our agents, once again, can assist you in tailoring your GTE statement with no additional cost. So if you are interested in studying in Australia, I would highly recommend you check out our website and book in for a consultation with one of our migration or education agents. Thank you.